super quick video, guys, because I filmed too much. I'm still stressed out, guys, even though I've got my medication. I'm stressed out because now he stopped me from requesting my medication online, which I think is really nasty. Even the pharmacist was like, God, doctors want to do as much online as possible these days, so you really need to speak to someone about it. So now I'm in a horrible position because obviously I'm going to have to speak to the practice manager, and then the doctors might be like, we've had enough of her, and I'm like, well, I haven't actually done anything other than request my medication, and he kept rejecting it, so I kept asking for it because there was no explanation as to why I couldn't have these things. I feel like crap, temperature, but my face stays hot, but my body goes hot and then cold, then hot and then cold, so it's a fever. I'm dizzy. Before I come upstairs, I was trying to walk into the living room to get something, and I was staggering. It was like I was drunk. I just don't feel well. My top of my mouth's still sore, but it's not as bad. I don't know if the word healing is the right word, but it's like it's healing. It's not hurting continuously. Well, it is, but it isn't hurting as bad as it was. I've not eaten today. I've had one bonfire chocolate log roll, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. Just to take 2 paracetamol and 3 of my medication. 3 of... And I'm going shopping. By the way, I've decided not to wash my hair, because if I wash my hair now, I'll tell you what time it is. 4:33 p.m. If I wash my hair now, it'll be at least 6 o'clock when I leave. I mean, at this point, it's probably still going to be 5:30. But if I wash my hair, it's going to be 6, 6:30, maybe even 7, because I've got to dry it. And I don't like, do you know what? I hate drying my hair straight away because it takes ages because it holds on to a lot of liquid. So if I get out and dry my hair within 10 minutes, it takes me 20 minutes plus to dry it. But if I have a towel on my head for 45 minutes to an hour, then take the towel off and leave it for like 20 minutes, it dries a lot quicker because it'll be about 67% dry by the time I put my head under the hairdryer. But there you go. So I did wash it Tuesday, and it is kind of greasy at the roots, but it's not greasy anywhere else. So I'm about to blast loads of dry shampoo on, put my phone on charge, but I can't put it on aeroplane mode, because if I put it on aeroplane mode, I won't be able to put music on, and I think I need to put music on, because if I don't put music on, I'm so stressed out. Even though I've got my medication, and it's like me doing this to that doctor. Then again, he's probably told lies about me. He's probably been telling lies about me to justify what he's done. I should be able to go in and ask for my medication, but oh no, Dr. Sir has decided not. I'm not happy. I'm stressed out. It upset me yesterday. Not upset me to the point I'd kill myself. I won't kill myself over that man. I use the term lightly. I mean, he qualified as a doctor 10 years ago, so he's only about 32, because you qualify when you're 22, but then obviously you become a junior doctor. You have to do all the junior doctor stuff, and then it takes about, is it 2 or 3 years to qualify as a GP? And he's been a GP for 5 years, because I searched for him on the what's it called, the GMC website. You can put a doctor's name in, and it tells you all that. And he studied at Liverpool, because he is from round here. He's from round here, whereas my doctor isn't from round here, and she doesn't live round here. She lives about 13-14 miles away from the surgery. She lives in the same town as my mum. It's a very posh town. You have to have a lot of money to live there. Well, not an obscene amount of money. I could afford to live there, but I would have to change doctor surgeries, and I want to be at that surgery. But the way things are carrying on, and how nice they are at the other surgery, I might just go there, because this is a nightmare. I don't know why. I don't even know. I've not even got any words for this anymore. I don't want to go shopping. Everyone said the shelves are empty, so what's the point in going to buy nothing? Do you know what I mean? Do I really want to walk around the shop and not be able to buy anything? Because it's just going to stress me out even more. There's nothing really in to eat, but I'll just eat cereal. Like, I don't want to go. My dad's expecting me to go, but I don't want to go. I tried to book an online food shop, won't let me do anything. Only let you see 3 days in advance, so there's still nothing. So how are you meant to book stuff if you can't see anything in advance? guys, I just want to show you my hoodie. So this arrived today. I bought it Wednesday, but I bought it after, you know, the cut-off point for next day delivery. And it's like this, do you know some joggers that you can get and it's got like a furry lining, but it's not furry, but you know what I mean, like really fluffy. That's what it feels like on the outside, but the inside, it's kind of got like this backing on, the same backing as my loungewear top that I got from M&S. It's got drawstring cords on, nice hood, and it's long, guys, super long. I just wanted to show you. It's the first time I've worn it, obviously, because it came today. But I wanted to document my cosy top because I'm about to take it off because it is 10 o'clock PM. Guys, so I never ever show you these anymore. I think I used to put them in my vlogs. Obviously, it's in my vlog now, but I don't think I've shown it for a long time. So I have a cake subscription to Little Bee Bakes. I'm not sure if I've shown it you since I've been subscribed to the monthly box. They do a monthly cake subscription box, which typically will have 2 brownies, 2 blondies and 2 kind of cookie bars. That's the typical one you get, and each one's a different flavour, and every month you get different flavours. And they also do a brownie subscription box, which I originally thought I was going to subscribe to because brownie's my favourite. But to get 6 brownies is a lot of brownie, do you know what I mean? I mean, I have had one-off boxes from them that's just been brownies, but I like the fact that you get 3 different type of cake / biscuit every month. And I think I've got my first one August or July, and I've got a rolling subscription because it works out cheaper to do it that way. It's £11 a month instead of 14. And every now and then I'll buy a one-off box. I don't know if I showed you the one that I got last week, but last week I got Reese's peanut butter cup ones, and it had peanut butter swirled into the blondie, and then it had a Reese's peanut butter cup on each slice, and there's 6 slices. I know I did film it for IGTV, so hopefully, one IGTV, I'll put it up my Instagram stories. So I'm hoping that I kept the clips to put it in a vlog, because oh god, it was so good, honestly. It was like heaven. You get 6 pieces in each box, and I did share it, half for me, half for my dad. And I would recommend to get that one again. And I only bought it because it was my birthday. But yeah, this arrived today. I believe it was sent Wednesday. I expected it Thursday, Friday. It's arrived Saturday, and I thought, I hope it arrives today, because if it doesn't, it'll be Monday. And I think they got baked on Tuesday this week. So that's, you know, they've been nearly a week old by the time I got them. So I was like, oh, please come today, which they have done. And, oh, normally you get a card on top, and there isn't one. No, there's normally a card telling you. Oh, that's a bit rubbish. So this month, you get a leaflet, and it tells you when they were baked, and it tells you about why they picked what they've picked. And it's not in here. So you get Bonfire Rocky Road. I'm not the biggest fan of Rocky Road in general. It's not my favourite, I'll be honest. It's, if I was like looking at a dessert menu in a restaurant, which I don't think anyone will be for a while, I would never pick Rocky Road. I wouldn't. It's just not my kind of dessert. It's like I don't like sticky toffee pudding. S'mores cookies, which I think I'm going to like. Sticky ginger cake. Ugh. I actually like ginger, but I never get ginger cake because it's either sickly or too fiery. But yeah, that's what I got. That's obviously iced or buttercream on top of that. Do you know what? I'm showing you this and I feel nauseous. Not because of this. I felt nauseous and dizzy before I showed you that. I've been nauseous and dizzy for days. But yeah. Normally when I get these, I look at them and I'm like, oh, I want to open them. But I feel so sick. I'm probably not going to open them anytime soon. I always put them in the fridge. They stay fresher if you put them in the fridge. And yeah, because I feel sick, I just can't imagine I'm going to be opening this anytime soon to eat. Which is a shame. But yeah. And there's no card in it. I can't believe there's no card. They always put a card in. They must have just forgotten. But I just thought I would show you because I'm here with them. I'm gonna, well, it's because I'm gonna show them on IGTV like I always do because I think it's good to promote small businesses. Anyway, I've got to go. I've got to film a couple of unboxing videos, even though my phone is full, guys. I did edit a video. I started to edit a video last night. I finished it just before I came up here, so it's ready to export and then upload. So when I've finished filming, I will export it and then upload it and then get the footage off my phone. Guys, I'm really unwell, but I'm gonna show you this. It's funny because I edited a vlog yesterday where I'm showing you 2 big boxes and I get to the second one and I'm like, I can't show you what's inside. But I know I can show you what's inside this. I've just been out, just got the parcels that have been delivered from Amazon, Holland & Barrett, my protein, which I never show, it's just a drink that I drink, a protein drink. And inside the house there's one from Rockerbox and Noah. And this morning Noah came and Rockerbox as well. So I've got on the stairs Rockerbox and Noah, my Holland & Barrett order, and one from my protein. Like I said, it's a drink. I haven't bought it for ages because it's expensive, and then delivery's like £4. But I went on the other night to see, because the first one I got 35% off, but I had to pay delivery. The second 2 I bought, because I bought 2, were for either 35 or 40% off and free delivery. And then the one that I've just got was 35% off and free delivery, so that's why I got it, because full price, I think it's £21.99 plus £4 delivery, and it makes 20 drinks. That's a lot. And I don't use it for working out or anything, it's just a protein drink that I like the taste of. I'll tell you what's in this box before you even see it. It's Maltesers that should have arrived yesterday. In the space of like Friday and Saturday and Sunday, or whenever, hold on. Oh God, she's back from next door. She's literally been gone about 2 minutes, so she's drove somewhere that's like a 5-minute walk. Yeah, Friday night and Saturday night, I emptied and moved so many boxes by the front door, you wouldn't believe. Probably at least 30. There's probably still a few more to empty. I'm trying to sort the house out whilst being extremely unwell. I've been quite unwell all weekend, and today, I mean, it's I don't know what you'd call the middle of the afternoon. It's the middle of the afternoon. And I've got a temperature, I feel exhausted, my throat's on fire, the top of my mouth is giving me so much problems. You won't believe how much pain I'm in at the top of my mouth. I feel sick, I feel dizzy, I feel really run down, I feel exhausted. But I need to film videos, but I also need to sort the house out as well, because the house is an absolute state. And it's funny because I've spent days, not non-stop, but I've spent days on my living room, and that's where predominantly most of those boxes came from, because as I've said in videos, there's so much stuff in there, it's ridiculous. This tool, I don't know if you can see, is brilliant. And I said to my dad, because my dad, when I emptied the boxes, he then collapses them. I'm like, why have we not used this? Oh, it wouldn't work. And I'm like, well, yeah, it will. Oh, it won't cut through boxes. I said, seeing as it's been cutting through boxes for me and through the Amazon tape, if you know the Amazon tape's got that wire stuff in, I said I could easily cut through the chunks of cardboard with it. Yeah, it's just cut all the way through. He's like, oh, I couldn't get it to work. The living room, it looks a million times better. And last night, I was so ill last night, I thought I was going to have to ring 111 because I thought I was going to collapse. I don't feel great now. in the last 10 minutes taking my main medication and some painkillers, hoping to get my temperature down. But when I was stood in the living room last night, I was like, right, if I spend an hour non-stop, and I don't mean going slow, I mean going quickly, I could probably 80% finish the living room. Because there's still quite a lot to do. When you look at it, it looks a lot better, but when you like look around and realise what you need to do, it's loads of little jobs. Do you know, jobs that you put off because they're really annoying or they're not easy to do? They're those kind of jobs, the worst ones. But I thought if I spend an hour and do it non-stop for that full hour, I can get through an absolute massive chunk and it'll be 80% done. Then it'll be just the little things, you know, like neaten things up and wipe things down and dust things and things like that. I have been putting a lot of stuff in the conservatory, and that's the problem, because you empty one room and tidy it up and then you end up putting a lot in another room, and then when you go to that room you're like, oh my god, there's so much stuff in here, what am I meant to do? And then it's so full, you're like, how can I tidy it or make it work? Then you have to take stuff out to put it back in when it's tidier. It's annoying, but that's the best way for it to be done, because who goes in the conservatory other than me and the dog when she's going out? So a lot of it is going in conservatory, but a lot of like crap is being thrown out. So I feel like the conservatory is the place to put the majority of things out of the way for now, and then once the house is tidy, I can then start putting things back in the house in a neat way, and then tidying up the conservatory and stuff. And because I know I've got to film a lot this week, like I said, I've got to film Noah ×2, because one's for IGTV, Rockerbox ×2, because again, one's for IGTV, Holland and Barrett ×2, again, one's from IGTV. I've still got about 1 or 2 Holland and Barrett ones to go up. I think I've got one yet to edit. I've got Oak and Stone Organics 2 to film, one for IGTV. So every night I'm going to be editing. I've just got over 10 minutes, I'm going to go. So I've got loads of fairy washing tabs, because I think this was 20 quid. I don't know if it's worked out cheaper or not. But I've got about 2 left, and this weekend I've done loads of washing, so the stuff that it was in the living room for ages, and it's stuff that I've took off the radiator that might have been slightly damp and it's dried, and because it's been there for a long time, it doesn't smell fresh. It doesn't smell gone off, but it doesn't smell fresh. So there's loads of stuff I put back in the washer and washed again. I did my normal laundry. Then I've started to go through the laundry basket, because there's stuff that's been in there ages and it doesn't smell as fresh. So I'm washing it all the stuff that I want to keep, because there's some stuff I'm going to throw out from the washing basket. And I'm re-washing it so it can all go upstairs. Like there was a bedding set that I bought, and I washed it and I put it in there, and I've not took it out there since. So my washing tabs ran out. Well, I've got one left, and there's still stuff that needs washing, like the dog blanket needs washing and my bath mat needs washing. So there's 2 bags, and I'll tell you how many's in each one. 54. There's 54. So there's 108 capsules. And normally, because it's on the floor by the washer, I'm going in a couple of minutes. Oh god, this is going to hurt my back. Crouching down. Then we get 19. If the washer's full, you put 2 in, because the washer holds 9 kilograms or 10, one of them. But if it's half full, you use 1. It basically tells you that on the back, that 1 is only for like, what's it say? 4.5 kilograms. So when it's over half full, I do put 2 in. So this will do me around 12 to 13 washes, because as I said, sometimes it's only half full. I do try and fill it if I can. And this is about 4. Well, I normally get it when it's on offer for about 3 to 3.50. One last thing, and I'm not going to talk for ages because I really can't. Because I can't keep putting stuff on my phone when I know I've got to film a lot of other content videos. I'm going to do some of them today. I'm going to do the Wick Nice one because I want that to go up on my Instagram today. And which else? I'm probably going to unbox my Nowhere order because that potentially... Oh, it's not going to be my tomorrow one. It's going to be my rocker box on Tuesday. Just because I like to get rocker box up as soon as I get it, basically. So I think Friday video will be Noah, but I ordered from Noah again last night. So what's happened is I ordered last Sunday, and one of the items that I ordered I don't think had been made up by the time she'd done the restock, because as the week went on she kept saying, oh, I'm running behind, because normally she gets them out on the Tuesday. If you order on the Sunday, she gets them out on the Tuesday. Tuesday came, didn't get them out. Wednesday came, she got some out, and mine wasn't one of them. Thursday came, I don't know if she got any out Thursday, and then Friday she's like, I'm going to get them all out by the end of today. So I expected it to arrive Saturday, but it did arrive Monday. So this is the longest I've waited for an order in a long time since she changed how she worked. So there was another restock last night for the Advent candle, which I got last year and I've still got some of. A limited edition Christmas cookie one, and I got a small version of one of the ones that she watched the other week, and I said I didn't know if I wanted it because it's a coffee scent, and coffee can go very wrong because there's some coffee ones that are really artificial, and I didn't want to get it just in case because I didn't know. And she's still got the offer on, if you spend over £50 you get free shipping. I don't think she's going to change that. It used to be 60, so I wanted to spend at least 50, and the two limited edition candles were like either £16.99 each or £18.99 each. So I needed to spend, I can't remember how much. It was only, I needed to spend about £5 or £6, and the cheapest things you can get are either the small candle, wick trimmers, which I've already got, or she has this cotton candle rest, which I almost got, and then I was like, no, I don't really want that, even though it would look good with a candle on. I just didn't particularly want it. So, because I've got the candle wick trimmers, I didn't need that, so I was just like, well, I'll get a small one. So I thought I'll get one of the ones that I didn't get of the winter scents. I think there was two that I missed, or one. So I was going to get the coffee one, and I was panicking because the Advent candle and the other one was limited edition, and I don't know if she's going to bring it back. So I was trying to get them before they sold out. Couldn't see the coffee candle. It's not called coffee. I can't remember what it's called right now. Couldn't see it, and I thought, oh God, just get a small chill out, because my large chill out is below half. But I didn't want to get that. I wanted to get, if I was going to get chill out, I would get a large, because I got a large because I just prefer a large. And the only reason I would have got a small candle was, I was trying to make the total over 50. Oh, by the way, there was 10% off as well, so I had to get it over £55, because when they take the discount off, if it goes below 50, you then get charged delivery, even though your original order is over 50. And some companies, if you go over 50 and then put a discount on, you still get the free shipping if it's over a certain amount before the discount, but Noah doesn't do that. That's what I basically had to do, and it was like, I don't know, not much over £50. I filmed 4, 5, 6 unboxings. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 to do. I'm not doing them now, by the way. I came up here very late. It's very late now. I've been up here hours. Just been eating nuts. If you know I'm not meant to eat nuts, but I bought some, and I've just been snacking on some. I've had to put them down, because if I carry on, I'll just eat them all. So when I came up, it was practically dark outside. I mean, I'd say it was 60% dark, and I was meant to be filming my Wick Nice unboxing for Instagram, because my Wick Nice YouTube video went up yesterday, and I was meant to film them both the same day, but it couldn't happen because my dad came home whilst I was filming something. I was filming my glossy box, so at the end of the glossy box I'm talking really quietly, but hopefully when I edit it I can turn the volume up and it doesn't sound like I'm whispering. I weren't whispering, but I was super quiet because luckily he stayed downstairs for a few minutes before he came up here. So I've just filmed Rocker Box times 2 because I want one to go up tomorrow as my Tuesday video, so I'm going to edit that tonight. The second version I would have normally put up tomorrow, but well, it's probably going to go up tomorrow because I'm going to have to film a Wick Nice one tomorrow. So if I get my Rocker Box one up on my Instagram the same day. Oh no, because it don't go up till 6 PM, so I think I'll film the Wick Nice so then I can delete the video off the phone because I can put it up. So I'll film that tomorrow, first thing, depending on how I feel, because you know. So I might not want to film. I'm meant to be doing an hour in my living room today. So I think when I finish filming this clip, I'm going to go up, cleanse my face, brush my hair, re-plait my hair, have a quick shower, get changed. I'm going to go downstairs and put my phone on charge because it's on about 15%. Then do I eat? I might put my food in the oven and do 20 minutes while my food's cooking. Then when I've had my food, then do another 40 minutes. I don't feel well, so one of the reasons why I didn't start doing stuff straight away is because I sat down and I didn't feel well, and I'm sat there feeling really unwell. I'm also very down because of what that doctor's done, because ultimately he has now stopped me from communicating with the surgery, because it was the only way I would communicate with the surgery because I won't ring up, and it's affected me all weekend. I've been really stressed out, but I've also been very unwell, which I've not really talked about, but I have been really unwell and I still feel like crap. So, and then I filmed because I'd spoken to my dad and I said what I said. Whether or not I keep all that stuff in is another story. Obviously, I'm not up to editing that point. I'm about 2 weeks behind on editing vlog footage. So, you know, I've got time to not edit it if I mean, obviously, if that doctor stands by what he said and I get crap off the surgery, then obviously I will put that up, and I'll also be going to the GMC and putting complaints in. I'm not being bullied. As I said, my doctor gets frustrated with me when I let people bully me, so I'm not going to be bullied by doctors. Simple. You know, there should be more understanding towards people's needs. If someone can't physically ring up because it's too stressful for them, then alternative measures should be put in place, not stopped from doing something that I didn't actually do anything wrong. Do you know what I mean? I think he's just picking on me because he's got the power and he can do. And that's wrong, because doctors are meant to be considerate towards patients, not make their life as difficult as possible. And not even tell me that they've done that. He's just done it without telling me, which is actually illegal. I've got loads of... If I wanted to sue him, I could sue him because then it's medical negligence. And I don't think I have the heating on because I've got a temperature. My back... Oh... I was going to say my back's bad and then it got worse when I was trying to say it. Ugh. My God. I feel like I'm 82. In fact, I know someone who's about that age and they're not as bloody run down and knackered as me. So this is the plan. Right. Also, can I just say, I've got so much footage on here. As I said, I think I've just finally got to the final week of October. Finally. And I think there was 1 day or 2 days in particular in that week I talked and talked and talked. Then there's all last week. And now there's today. I, in an ideal world, would like to get it so all I've got is like a week's worth of footage on my phone. Maximum. I want to film less. I don't know why I'm talking all the time. And also, you know, the stuff where I'm talking about the doctor's surgery and who knows what's going to happen, but I don't think, and it's not me being negative, I just think there's not going to be a good outcome out of complaining, but he is stopping me from contacting the doctor's surgery. What am I meant to do? Who am I meant to speak to? Do you know what I mean? Like, who do you contact about this? He's the manager. You're not going to go to the receptionist and go, or I can't contact the surgery, because if they're in a bad mood or if it's just Danielle, you're just going to get a nasty response from her. And also, it's none of their business, really. Like, they know too much and they gossip about patients, which I don't think they should be, but they do. They should be getting on with the jobs, not standing there discussing us. So, the only other person that you can go to other than the doctors, and, you know, if you rung up and say, can I speak to the doctor, why do you want to speak to the doctor, it's personal, then you'd only get a mouthful off the receptionist, but you shouldn't have to tell the receptionist what it's about. So the only person you can really go to about this problem, if you think about it, is the actual practice manager, because I'm not going to go to the person who's done it, because he is arrogant and he won't listen to me, and I don't care if he watches this, he isn't actually my doctor and I wouldn't choose him as my doctor. Everyone's different, as I keep saying. 20 people might get on with him, the next 18 might not. The next 30 might get on with him, and the next 50 might not. We all don't have to like people just because they're doctors. If you get on with a doctor, you get on with a doctor. And you'll know as well as I know, if you've, like, everyone will be registered with a doctor's practice. If you go to that practice, even if you only go a couple of times a year, you will potentially, if it's, well, as long as it's not one of those big, massive doctor surgeries, if it's a surgery and it's got like 3 to 5 doctors, you will have a doctor that you prefer over the other doctors, and that's just the way it is. It's like anything in life. It's like Chadders, for instance. When Chadders came into my life, there was 2 DCs, and I slightly preferred the other one over Chadders, because Chadders scared the crap out of me. And they could obviously tell who I preferred, so that other person used to contact me all the time, and if Chadders ever contacted me, I'd bloody be scared to death. And then, as I said, she hounded me for months and months and made my life a living hell. But, as I said, there was 2 officers, and there was just one that I preferred slightly more than her and Chadders, and you know, that's who contacted me. It wasn't me going, oh, that's all who I want to speak to. They realised pretty soon on that's who I was going to end up talking to. And that's how it works. So that's why there's normally 2. There's normally one of them that you get on with better, and that's the one who normally then becomes your point of contact, and that's the one who normally contacts you all the time, and that's how it works. It's like anything in life. It's like, say you go to a shop and you go all the time and you get to know certain staff members, there's probably someone you prefer to talk to than the others. It's like I used to go in B&M, and I've not been since around February, and there was always one that if I managed to get on that till, I used to like prefer that person, because sometimes we'd have a conversation, but it wouldn't be like a life-changing 10-minute conversation. It'd be like a couple of minutes, but they didn't used to throw my shopping down at me, which some of them do. They would wait until you'd fully packed before they'd tell you how much it was, and they were nice, and that's why I preferred them. So if I saw them and I could get in that queue, because, you know, sometimes there's several queues, and if you can't, sometimes there's one that you prefer and you get in that queue, but it's the longest and the other queue clears, sometimes you have no choice but to go to the other one. But, you know, I preferred that person, and it's like, when I used to shop at Tesco on the self-checkout, if I saw a certain couple of people, do you know, the ones that stand there, and if there's any problems they come to you, if I saw certain members of staff, I'd be like, oh God, like, either they ignore me or they're awkward, or I'd see someone like, oh, I'm glad they're on, because at least they help me. So it's just like anything in life, there's different people that you prefer, even if you don't know them, even if it's just like a shop and you see them and they're on checkout, you would go out your way to try and go on that checkout or deal with that person. It's not me just going, oh, I don't like him because whatever. Like, it's not because I don't have a reason to, it's just because I don't get on with him. I don't think for me personally, he's not the best doctor. He's not as experienced as the other 2. Like, he's not been a doctor as long as them. And I just feel more comfortable and confident with the 2 females. And it's not because they're females, because there used to be a male there. Like I said, it's his practice, but he's no longer there, but it's still his practice. I got on with him like a house on fire, and I felt comfortable around him. And that's just him. So it just proves it's not because it's a male. I don't care if it's a male or a female or both. Like, you know, he could be dual gender. I don't know. I mean, I know he's not, but I'm just saying, it's not because he's a male, because that's the comment I'll probably get. Oh, it's because he's a male and she hates males. I don't actually hate males at all. So, you know, it's not because he's male, it's because I just don't get on with him like I get on with the other doctors there. And like I said, there was another male doctor, he left, and before that, in fact, before I had the doctor that I have now, before I even went to see her, I'd seen her a couple of times, and that was normal because it was about a female issue, and I'd, like, the doctor would go and see Dr. Such and Such about it, and that's why I'd go and see her. But I didn't go to start to see her till about 5.5 years ago, and it's because I used to see this male doctor who was there at the time before this one. In fact, he's the reason why this one's here now, because this doctor actually, he died, and that's why he stopped being a doctor there, because he died. He was in his 70s, by the way, and I used to like going and seeing him because I used to have some really good conversations with him, and I don't mean the length of conversations I was having with my doctor, but we'd have conversations, I felt comfortable around him, and he used to make me laugh. He used to talk to his computer, and it used to make me laugh, and even my dad used to like going and seeing him, and other people that I know that go there used to like seeing him, and then he died, and that's when I had the choice, either go and see who I was seeing for the last 5 years, or go and see the other female, and I just, even though I'd built up an impression of my doctor and was a bit intimidated by her, like I've been open about that, I did feel intimidated by her. She was the person I chose because it was just personal preference, and I just felt I would get on better with her than the other female. But saying that, when I do have to see the other female, I do get on with her. She is a good doctor. She might not listen to me as much as mine has listened to me, but she is a good doctor. She always seems to know what she's doing, which is a good thing. I mean, you wouldn't want to go and see a doctor who didn't. And she's actually a nice doctor. So, you know, I did have a choice between them, because obviously when you're at a practice, you do want a regular doctor who, even if you only went a handful of times a year, there is a, you know, you would want to have a doctor that is yours, who knows you without reading up on your notes. And my doctor knows me, and obviously she doesn't need to read up on me. But I would happily go and see the other female if she's the only one who's available. And there's been times when I've booked appointments just to see her anyway. Like, you know, sometimes you need a break from your doctor. So it's not because he's male, it's just because you can't get on with everyone, and everyone, you know, everyone's not compatible with everyone. There's some doctors who have specialist subjects that they like to specialise in. Do you know, like GPs, they'll have things like the doctor whose practice it is but he isn't there, his speciality was diabetes and I think it was geriatric care or something like that, and he kind of, that was what he, like, he's, if you went on Mastermind, it'd be his like his thing topic, what's it called, that topic, and that's what he's, they're not specialised, because obviously GPs are GPs, and they're like it's like they're not specialised in anything, but they have an interest in certain things, and he was interested in diabetic care and elderly care, and that's what he preferred, and a lot of his patients were elderly patients. And my doctor, her specialist subject, I mean, I don't know what the word is the female reproductive system. So she knows a lot about female health and female reproductive stuff. I mean, and also the other female is actually interested in that area as well. So that's probably why the predominant patients, I nearly said clients then, are females, because they have a specialist interest in female health. So, you know, and that's like the other doctor who left, he like had a keen interest in diabetic care and elderly care, so he liked elderly patients, and he probably liked people who went in with diabetes. So I don't know what his specialist subject who's making my life hell. I mean, maybe his specialist subject is upsetting patients and making their life so hellish that they don't particularly want to live anymore, because that's how he's made me feel. And he won't care, because he's really arrogant and he's quite cocky. So he's only young for a doctor. I mean, I think he's like 32 or something. He's only been a GP 5 years, and it's the 5 years that he's been there, because that doctor died just over 5 years ago, and he turned up around this time 5 years ago. and I've not seen him that many times. He's not, as I said, I just don't get on with him. I don't particularly like him. It's one of those things. But obviously, if he was the only doctor in that day and I'm sick and he's saying, well, you have to see me, I would see him. Because you would. If that's your only option, you would see the doctor that you don't particularly like, because it's either see a doctor or don't see a doctor. So that's what you would do if you were really ill. But I'm not the only one who avoids him. My dad doesn't like him. My dad rung up when he was really ill and he fobbed him off. And I mean, he was really, really ill. He wasn't just like a little bit unwell. And he fobbed him off and he had to ring back the next day, and the other female doctor got him in, and she was actually surprised that the other doctor hadn't got him in. So there you go. So yeah, he's made my life hell. He's upset me, he's stressed me out. I don't know what to do with myself. I can't even apply for any medication, and I'm due some in a couple of days. So there you go. And my doctor, who I don't even know if she knows about this, because the receptionist said she was going to put a message through saying that I need the medication and the other doctors rejected it. And she might not have even looked if it was due or not. She might go, well, if he's rejected it, I'm not going to get involved. She might not have even looked, or he might have put all sorts of stuff on. He might have said, Melanie hounded me, Melanie annoyed me, Melanie did this, this and this. So my doctor was probably thinking, well, I'm not going to look if she's done that. When all I've actually done is request something 5 times. And in fact, I've requested this thing before about 12 times and I never got blocked. And in fact, I've been told from good sources that if you do anything wrong, the doctor's meant to contact you and say, look, you're doing this, can you please stop it? Not just block me and stop me from contacting the surgery. So he's not contacted me, he's not told me it's the problem, he's blocked me from getting my prescriptions and contacting the surgery, and he's carrying on like he's done nothing wrong. So if this don't get resolved by the practice manager, then I will go to the GMC and report him. Anyway, I'm going to go. My battery's down to 8%. I need to shut up. So this is my plan. You're probably sick of seeing the ceiling. There you go, there's a bit of light. Wash my face, put face creams on, get in the shower. Well, before I do anything, I'm going to find something to put on, because I always do that. Does anyone else do that? If you're going to have a shower, find what you're going to put on, because obviously when you get out the shower, once you've dried yourself, you get cold. So I try to have whatever it is ready, or at least part of my outfit ready, so I don't get too cold. So I'm going to get something quickly, put it on the bed, wash my face, put all my creams on, get in the shower, get out, dry, body lotion, dress, go downstairs, put the oven on, put in the oven whatever I'm having. I think it's pie. I think I'm going to have a pie or something. Then, whatever time it takes to do the cooking, I'm going to start doing stuff in the living room. Because if I do a solid hour, I know I can't do a solid hour in one go, because obviously I'm going to stop to eat. But if I did do a solid hour, I reckon that living room would be about 80% done. It's looking a lot better than it did. Whilst I'm talking, I'm going to get a couple of things out that I want. I'm going to get some stuff out. I've actually just put you on the pile of clothes that I need to go through. I'm going to put these on. They're my black. They're from M&S. They still do them. The black with white stars on, and there's the matching t-shirt, but the matching t-shirt's a little bit too tight because it's a set, and that's why I struggle with sets, because I carry all my weight on my stomach. So I could wear a size down in the bottoms from what I actually get, but I have to get my normal size to get the top to fit. But at the moment, because I have put a lot of weight on it, well, not a lot of weight on it, it just seems to have gone on my stomach and my face, and it's annoying me because, and again, I'm not meant to be bloody filming. I keep seeing myself in the mirror, obviously. Oh, do you know when I actually notice it is when I'm filming. Do you know when I start filming, sometimes it's on my face for a couple of seconds whilst I put it into position, because obviously I'm looking at it to make sure it's recording, and at the start of the video I'll see myself for about 2 to 5 seconds and I'm like, oh my god, because I have put weight on. Even though I was a similar weight this time last year, but I think when you get older, weight, I mean, I'm only a year older, but weight, when you put weight on, it seems to settle in different places as you get older. And yes, it's always, if I put a bit of weight on, it's straight to my face and straight to my stomach. And obviously when you put a bit of weight on your face, it's always super noticeable. And when you lose weight, even if I lose like 4 or 5 pounds, you notice it on my face straight away. Like my face looks slimmer and more defined. So I do always put my weight on my face first. It's always where it goes, and on my stomach. So when I do get sets, I had to buy my normal clothes size, but the top generally is tighter fitting than I want it to be. Unless it's like an oversized top or a longer top, it's not too tight, but because it's a regular sized top, it's what I would call fitted, or yeah, it's definitely fitted, and I don't want it as fitted as it is, because, you know, even though I am exactly the way I was this time last year, it seems to have just shifted where it settles, and I look worse than I did a year ago. But that's life. But when I start filming videos, like I'm looking at myself in the mirror now, like it's all on my face, like my weight that I've been putting on, it seems to have gone more, I've put more on my face than normal. And it's horrible, because I keep seeing, when I like started filming a clip, I see myself for a couple of seconds before I put it upwards, and it's like, oh my god, you look horrific. And I do, I look horrific. Like if I was putting it downwards and holding it upwards, like it's not as noticeable, but you can still notice it in the videos. Even when I'm holding the camera towards myself, you can still see the weight gain, and it's not nice. And like I've said in a few videos, and I really had to go in a couple of minutes because I've been talking for the best part of an hour, and it's putting more footage on my phone, which I've got to edit. I can't keep spending all my life editing, and I have to edit chunks off here. So me filming all the time, and I know, like, and you might have realised this, when I'm really stressed out or I don't feel well, or sometimes, you know what, there's been times when I've not been well and I've not filmed. Like this weekend I was quite unwell and I just didn't film because I just didn't feel up to it, and I am stressed out and upset about what that doctor's done, and I've not come in here and slandered him. I've just said I don't like him, and that's it. We can't like everyone in life. That's life. I don't like some people, and I like some other people. We're all the same, and don't sit there and think that you like everyone, because there's people you prefer over other people. And if you go to a surgery where there isn't many doctors, there'll be doctors that you prefer to see over other doctors. It's just the way life is. And I haven't come on here and I haven't slandered him, but I have said in the past that he's the doctor that I don't particularly like, and that's it. You can't like everyone in life. If we all like the same things or the same people, there would be a problem. So as much as I'd wanted to spend an hour downstairs in the living room, an hour in here, and I wanted to do a bit in the kitchen and a bit in my office, the reality is it's 7 o'clock at night now, and I'm now going to wash my face, put my night cream on and stuff. Then I'm going to have a quick shower, get out, get dry, get dressed, and then I need to try and get downstairs before my dad comes on, because if he puts the oven on for himself, he's going to hog that oven for an hour. Not even joking, he's going to hog that oven for a good hour. So now I need to somehow try and get all this done and get downstairs, get the oven on and get my food in the oven before he gets home. Then spend however long I've got the timer on for, probably 25 minutes, and just work hard for that 25 minutes, then eat, then try and finish the hour.